Oh man, they sure are having fun out there. God, they must have a swimming pool or something. Oh man, it's nice to see that some of us, it's nice to see you guys. It's really cool how popular things have gotten. I mean, I'd still do it if I was like by myself. Though I'd be probably frowning the whole time. Hey guys. Anyway, it's been a long, long, long weekend for me. Oh yeah, and the microphone's working. Yay! Somehow. Don't count on it to keep working. It's kind of a slacker. Poetry night is here again. I have never been happier. This is my favorite time of the week. It's when we share with one another our work, our poems in our own styles. Recently, I lost most of my writing. That means I need to rewrite quite a bit of my book series, Sidewalk Charlie. It fucking blows. All my novellas are gone. 5 chapters gone. Most of my new short stories are kaput. I have quite a bit of work to do, rewriting entire backstories and everything. Fortunately, I have a place where inspiration is the air we breathe. This place is page 2 poetry at the Cush Cafe. I am your host and semi-fish out of water overlord, James Otter. Why bullshit? The world can be a difficult place. New and unreasonable laws are being written every day. Here at Page 2 Poetry, we get a vacation from all that. Yay! We get to show the world the inside of our minds, our souls, if you believe in that, our creative spirits. This is where the good folks are, cheering one another on. We support each other, and we keep this alive. Yes, we do. I'm bringing out the big guns, listening and learning. I am so grateful for this event. So grab yourself some coffee or tea, soda, caffeinated brownies, whatever, and enjoy the show. Can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah! I would like to state, for anyone just coming in, the list is full. It happened like really fast. It's like a turnaround, and suddenly it's like, where did all these names come from? Alrighty here. These are the rules. Number 1. All performers are given... Uh-oh. You see what I mean? That's how much time. Oh, look at that. I started early. Man, yeah, it's gotta be one of those nights, isn't it? All performers are given 8 minutes. After the timer goes off, I'm going to rampage onto the stage. It's nothing personal. It's just, there are, including myself, there are 20 of us. And we got to share this stage. It makes my life easier if you guys just deal with it. Don't take it personally. I want to hear your poems to the very end, and so does everyone else. But, it shows the event and myself and the performers respect, if we don't have to black bag you. Who here knows what that means? Okay. For those that don't know what that means, it's like what kidnappers do. They like put a black bag on your head, throw you in a van, and, they only do it to billionaires, so don't worry, you're fine. Number 2, by getting on this stage, you consent to be live streamed onto Page 2 Poetry's YouTube channel-ish thing. Hello, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Not a lot of people watch it. Most of you people who would watch it are here, and I appreciate that. The real show is here, but for those who can't make it, you know what? I feel your pain. Anyway, be sure to turn your cell phones to silent or off. This is a community, not a fucking competition.
Yeah.
So if you get all cocky about that, no one's impressed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be blunt here. I like baseball bats, not knives. Jeez. We support each other. We do not tear one another limb from limb.
Yeah.
Because this isn't Coliseum Week. That only happens once a year now. It used to be once a month, but we had some problems. Anyway, number 5, the 5th and final rule. Hate speech is not welcome here. Bullying is not welcome here.
Yeah.
Do not be a racist dickbag. Don't put other poets or audience members or anyone down.
Put you in timeout.
Or you just are gonna look like an asshole because you're being one. But you know what? I'm not worried about that. That never happens. Anyway, now that you have all heard the rules, I have a brand new poem for y'all. It's kind of an intense one, so prepare yourself, trigger warning, whatever, all that PC crap. It's also partially based on true events that happened to me. Can I get another fuck yeah, cause swearing's so fun? Fuck yeah! Yeah, I can't do that at other open mics. Ha!
Fuck it.
Turtles are assholes. I came a very long way to get here. You just got home. I know you can see me. We've been friends for years. And yes, I would like a beer. The sun's radiation gave me 3 kinds of skin cancer. The first being hatred. And the other 2, well, they got married. Benign beginnings and malignant ends. These things don't matter. I'm keeping my eyes on the ground. There's tetanus and dog piss and fused carpenter nails. The air stinks like cattle. Fenced in, chewing and screaming in peace. I don't know. I'm not yet. This is a good beer. A cheap one with quite a few spares. A carton of cigarettes waits next to the cable TV. There are spinal cracking hugs, manly, forceful handshakes, chainsaw throwing. We burn it all. Not the house or the barn or the cars, just the junk. Drink, drink, drink. Pass that pipe. Load it with some demonic cabbage. Outer space wants me in my sexy calf muscles. It wants my friends too. All right, it's time to relax. Time to pass out on a hay bale. Time to take a sip of shoplifted vodka, share a pizza with 12 other guys, and dance around the fire to loud death metal. It's time to fire our rifles into the distance and consider what we hit. It's time to go back to the olden days and speak our minds. Time to chase chickens and play the electric fences like a bass guitar. We get tougher every weekend. The punk rock bands make it from miles away. Nothing beats live music in the middle of nowhere. There's a rope swing in the middle of the dance floor. The toughest and most hardcore lunatics come out to play. And we drink and eat mushrooms The trip is incredible. So vivid, so dangerous. Make it up to the roof. Scare the barn owl out of its hidey hole. Mosh till we bleed. And keep going. Keep drinking. Now it's gonna get more intense. Couples have sex in hidden rooms, loudly moaning as onlookers take pictures. Secret junkies get their asses kicked by loving brothers. They pick long burning logs out from the incineration pit. I stay up all night, breaking up fights and putting out fires, wandering aimlessly, until the only seat is in that very same ring of fire. Who will notice me? Everyone is too fucked up. The day turns twice as old. At night, two. As night two occurs. Oh, man. And the metalheads war with the DJs. Cocaine thrown in the face of trespassing law enforcement. We make the rules out here. We make them. They are on our turf. Our turf. We take it to court. And it's our victory. The main strip is blocked. Strangers appear, lacing all the girls' drinks, experiencing the sidewalk through a whipped cream container, and it keeps going. One bathroom, 200 people. Girls without clothes on hug goats and converse with nature. A man takes a shit on the sidewalk and wipes his ass with Old Glory. Stars, stripes, and skid marks. The subcultures battle. Schizophrenic punk rockers don wedding gowns, smearing lipstick on their faces, screaming bloody murder with stolen electric guitars in the middle of all this chaos. Moshers and ravers bump hips. An axe-wielding man dressed up like a panda swings at the support. We get our rifles, we get our megaphones, and it's action time. Chug a jar of moonshine. Blackout. Night 3. And the folk bands are here. Along with punk rock rappers who spill their guts. Their goats' guts. They spill goats' guts. Man, see, I told you, it's one of them nights. It's okay, I'm sure I won't be the only one. And loud repetitions. Outside, I took another bowl, heightening my perceptions. I guide young high schoolers on their first trip, not before warning them of what could and will happen. Protect the youth. Get those living liabilities out of my face. Warm up. Keep them safe. Don't drink too much. The stairs are already slick from blood and spilled soda, stale Doritos and melting M&Ms. The next band makes it onto the stage. Full acoustic. Everyone goes silent. Swaying and gawking. Vicious disagreements solved with pitchforks and thick metal pipes. Knives thrown into walls, just barely avoiding the slender throats of New Age conversationalists. The room spins as the saxophone begins. The drummer breaks his hand. He keeps going. A sweaty finger flies into the audience. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Oh man, yeah, this is some bullshit. Oh, fuck you.
What's the secret there, Jake?
Oh, I don't even care. I'm just gonna rip it. I don't give a fuck. Slipping into a dedicated fan's pockets. Afterwards, the true dysfunction shows its face. An upper middle class ogle bass player fights with his girlfriend, beating her in front of all of us. A brave onlooker tries to break it up. The bass player whips out a Glock, and the beating continues. Law enforcement would arrest us all, so they let it happen until the drummer grabs his chair and knocks the guy to next week. Things get real quiet after that. People go home, including me, anxious but safe. What happens next? I guess I will find out at a future show. Chaos, dude. It's everywhere, at all times. I can live with it. So, most of that actually happened. Yeah. What about what? Dead. Well, that's not why they're dead. They got really sick. Yeah. But a lot of that happened. The location where that happened was actually maybe 3 miles past Coburg. And I actually wrote a part 2, but that one's like twice as long. And this one I'd say covers like the underground punk shows. But the other one focuses on raves. So if you want to hear that, give me a big round of applause. All right. I'll read that next week. Anyway, thank y'all for coming. We got well, I think it's her second time reading here. Their second time, forgive me. Hey, I'm working on it. You're new. All right, Lillian, come on up here. Okay, just speak up.
Hello.
Take it away.
Hello. I was thinking about science. I was thinking about how fact is better than science. Because it's a fact that jumping off a cliff will kill me. And it doesn't matter if I understand gravity. It doesn't matter how we measure gravity, understand gravity, communicate gravity, because at the end of the day, I'm still dead. It's a good thing my heart beats faster when I am touched. Biology, good old biology, knows what to do even if I don't. Dear friend, in the blink of our eyes, 21 years grow and change, and cheers to every moment. Thank you.
Oh, man. Yeah. That's very true. It's awesome. It's also frightening in a way, too. I think, but I don't know. I keep hearing this whole thing, don't live in the past. And I'm thinking, where's my time machine? Do I have to kill myself in the past? Fucked up. Fuck the internet. Well done, though. Thanks for coming back. Fuck yeah. All right, we got a brand new reader named Ashley. There we go.
Thank you for having me.
That looks like. Is that a good height?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You might want to speak into it.
Okay.
Is
that better?
That's perfect. Take it away.
Astronaut, artist, baker, barista, chef, doctor, director, equestrian, firefighter, gymnast, helicopter pilot, inventor, jeweler, judge, knitter, lifeguard, mechanic, model, nurse, opera singer, officer, oceanographer, president, queen, referee, scientist, sub-Saharan traveler, teacher, undertaker, veterinarian, weaver, worker, witch. XYZ means anything you want to be. Now I learn my ABCs. Next time, won't you dream with me? Argumentative, aggressive, addict, alcoholic, bipolar, busty bitch, crazy, complacent cunt, disappointment, disorganized, excessive elitist. Fat fag head, you foul, forgetful fool. Guarded, gloomy, grumpy, hedonistic, hopeless, inept, impulsive, inconsistent, insincere, intimidating, judgmental, jealous, know-it-all, killjoy, limited, loud, lazy loser, messy, moody, mean, noisy, negligent, oblivious, overbearing, obese, potential, pitiful, poor, plus size, quarrelsome, queer, retard, rowdy, reckless, repulsive, slut, sensitive, spastic, tardy trash, ungrateful, ugly, vacant, venomous, wrong, waste, whore. Now I'm told my ABCs. Next time, don't sing them for me. Adored, ambitious, beautiful, brave, and bright, caring, compassionate, courageous, and curvy, daring, determined, devoted dreamer, effervescent, eloquent, friendly, funny, fierce, giving, generous, genius, honest, hardworking, helpful healer, inspired, intelligent, imaginative, joyful, kind and keen, knowledgeable, loving, loyal leader, mature, nice and nurturing, optimistic, observant, open, peaceful, powerful, playful, quick, reliable, rational, resourceful, romantic, shining, sparkling, shimmering, sensual, sincere, true and thankful, unique, useful, virtuous, voluptuous, woman, wild, writer, wise. XYZ means whatever I want to be. Now I know my ABCs, and this time I sing them for me. Thank you all. This one's short. It's called bareback poetry. Bareback poetry, raw, thrusting, hard. Mind fuckery, caffeinated, fueled genius. Pens and pencils, scratch pages, scribble, erase, clickety-clack, keystrokes, documents, unblank. Lines that rhyme, shuck convention and mind, pouring out all that we let in.
Poetry Cush.
Damn it, Andrew. Oh man, that was awesome. Also, I was thinking about that first poem, just because negativity, positivity, It's also kind of like the things I say to myself versus the things people say about me, Ah, yes. I love it when people laugh at not jokes. Like, but no, I mean, it's just interesting to look at that. That was really good. Thank you. I hope you come back next week.
Yeah.
Man, we got a lot of new poets tonight. Anyway, Marshall, come on up here.
Marshall!
He is as well a new poet. First time here.
Welcome.
First time to the
Gene!
It's been a long time since it was my first time. So I got a couple shorties for tonight. Fake it till I make it, but what the fuck am I making? A 6'3" bar bouncer masochist. Good with rope, a thick dick, a brain of genius, but a heart of a 12-year-old. Do I really want to smell fresh? Or is bathing in your shit for another day where I feel most at home? Believe it or not, he and I are still friends. Still a rough breakup. This one's a little funner. Intoxicated beyond the point of memory. His unyielding servitude is the whiskey meat of my dreams. My firm control hides my excruciating vulnerability, and a piece of gum tries to hide my booze burn. Uninhibited, stumbling, loudly proclaiming, my anxiety fades away in a few drops, my fear in a few more, leaving a stream of unrequited passion all over his face. My lips meet his and the whiskey is alkalized, but in my mind the sweetness remains. I revel in my own glory, and then I have to take another piss.
Oh man. I love it. I like the imagery a lot too. Man, get your tomatoes out. You guys are harsh. Or potatoes, get potatoes. You know, those ones work really good. Ever throw a potato at someone? Now I know. It works good, especially intruders in your house at night. You're just like, how about some dinner? Yeah, mashed potatoes. Oh man, so those nice. Yeah. Feeling good. Seriously though, I love it. Oh, this is great. You guys rock. Jacob, come on up here. Take it away.
So much stuff. It's quilts. It's nothing. It's tells us. It's tells with stopping. It tells us. It's fainted stopping. It's focus. It's focused reworked. Imploded. It's stouted. It stouted out of this Calvin. It chaliced out of this prison. Its chest caged. It browed. It bloated up. It rested on its own. It gone with its own with it. It gone with its own with it. It's gone till it's foam. It's foamed up and stoned out. It's brained out its bore with it. It's grain muffins. It grows with it. Gone with it. It's gone with it. Get in it and go with it. It's gone till it's on with it. It's gone till it's on with it. Still, it's focused in it. It's still, it's focused in it. It's
We just need to infiltrate a security and become security and just take them out. I mean, I didn't say shit. La la la, poetry. There we go. Oh man, that's abrasive. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry. No regrets. Fuck regrets. Fuck regrets to the next performer.
Regret. Eagles, smelly grass.
All right, Brian, come on up here.
That's a rivalry.
Come on, Brian! And look at this beautiful thing he has made. Seriously, I like that a lot. That is so cool.
Tonight my
Take
poem
it
is-
away.
Hello everyone. Tonight my poem is called The Defendants. Everyone is so judgmental of the wrong things. First, you should start with your reflection in the mirror. Gesticulate. Make some silly faces. What do you think of that? I usually judge that experience as fun. Kinda, but weird. Next, open your tomb and inhale the scent of fresh spring. It smells like velvet honey, doesn't it? In the rainbow of life, there is an intimidating spectrum of ethical conundrums. So many factors, but one truth. Everlasting permission is granted to no one. We're all just trying to keep warm. Last but not least, look up at the stars and make a wish. Can you judge if it will come true? If you don't appoint yourself the judge of nirvana, someone will appoint one for you. The jury found the defendant human. The sentence, life. Carved in stone. Step one.
I find you human. Humans. Human.
Damn.
Yeah, damn them. Except you guys. You guys are in gals and people of all. You know, all that stuff. It gets complicated every year. Hey, I'm being honest. I have respect for all of it, you know? Be who you want to be, unless you're a Klansman. In which case, be dead. You know, it's easy. Just get there first, you know? First to die. God, I am in one of those moods. Fuck politics. Hey, Chris, get me off this stage. I'm going crazy.
On,
Oh yeah, big shout out to him. Chris helps me quite a bit with my computer problems. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And take it away.
Okay. Where's my microphone?
The microphone's right next to you.
I don't need it. That's okay.
It's still working. I think.
I can just pretend to talk. Okay, this one has a difficult title. It's called Porn Orgy Binge Bang. But I didn't write that. I just thought it. And it's called Recover. And it goes like this. Abusive tones, they weary me, weary me, weary me. Call me names you cannot be, cannot be, cannot be. My fair lady constantly, constantly, constantly. My fair lady sightless, she sucks my soul out. I can win if left alone, left alone, left alone. Win a prize for skin and bone, skin and bone, skin and bone. But fair lady invades home, invades home, invades home. My fair lady witless, she sucks my soul out. Metric lines, they comfort me, comfort me, comfort me. Measured man is conflict free, conflict free, conflict free. Measured up to his own hand, his own hand, his own hand. My fair lady abridged can suck my soul out. Woo. Easy street. This one is fun. It's called, this one's called Say Hi to Girl, Admit Debts. You guys. It goes like this. Debt to Sarah, debt to dad, debt to others, debt to sad, debt to grandma, debt to earth, debt to mother, debt to mirth, debt to state, debt to stars, debt to heaven, debt to Mars. Debt to Venus, debt to sun, debt to marriage, debt to guns, debt to butter, debt to bread, debt to poets, debt to dead. Difficult, that. Difficult. Okay, this one's called Unlike the Cowardly Lion. Unlike Dorothy, unlike the philosophers of failure, unlike the saints of sin, I start from utopia in this world and work forward. Unlike that cowardly lion, Palinuk, and his fight club, I'm not afraid of myself. I'm not afraid to die for my beliefs, to shed my absolute blood for an absolute truth. More is less, or fuck me. More is more or less. More is more, lest we forget. More is more, my one regret. What is the origin of your descent? I'm savior, you see, I saved myself. From this world tried to grab me. And keep me in heel, I escaped up a ladder, corporeal one. All these corpses below me, I've barely begun to remake myself in my own image. Imago, 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 get 'em. I'm a man on my own, but I really want a woman. Somebody kill me and send me to heaven. What a way to end it. That's what all poetry's about. Thank you. This one's called, thank you. This one's called Maxim. It's on the page. I gotta read it. Maxim. When you work for yourself, you gotta stand up for your employees. Next piece of thing. This is a poem I put on the internet. This is a piece of poetry I put on the internet, and a friend of mine back home was like, "You're my favorite poet now," and I was like, "I've officially become Jesus." And, it goes with the back of my hand to my forehead. I feel faint. I'm not long for this world. The back of my hand to my forehead. I say the things of this world are but passing shadows. But I'm just as wicked a little devil as anybody. As Luther. As Martin Luther. As Martin Luther King Sr. As wicked as the man who shot Liberty Valance. As wicked as Jesus. Just as wicked as you. Just not sure you guys.
Yeah.
A good person. You guys, I hear your poetry. Okay. This one's called Your Desire, and this is my last little piece here. So listen closely, because it's end. Your desire for nothing, it frightens me so. Your desire for nothing, it frightens me so. It keeps going and going, and nothing will slow. Are you on your determined path to the sea? You're a river, not wandering, just doing what's easy. I'd rather meander on this random walk, across time and space, or just down the block. I'm willing and able, you cannot resist what is for a mile by far easiest. I treat people differently based on their gender. I'm a sexual being, I'm a sexual creature. Please don't kill me, everyone demanding. I'm a little bit queenie, I'm a little bit yee. And I'm not happy with that kind of thing, to be forced into your little fantasy dream. I'll get it tattooed on my forehead, all right? I'll box me in and I'll put out my light. I reflect what is natural, what nature has made, and so do you, you pretty young maid. Thank you.
Is this yours? Chris?
Oh, that's the good stuff. Thanks.
Hey, that stuff you just read was good stuff.
I know, I'm messing. You guys get the best.
Oh man, quite a bit there. God, it's awesome. I love it. There's always like a smorgasbord. Or whatever. There's a Smurfs board. I don't know. Smurf Gargamel rides, Smurfs board. Either way. There we go. Bad joke of the night. No one heard too. Good. I hope no one heard. Did anyone hear that?
You're right. Does anybody hear?
Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome. I didn't say anything. That's great. You know, no one's hearing voices. You're all kind of deaf. That's all right. This is great though. This is so badass. So we're at the halfway point. So if you feel inclined, get up and stretch. If not, you know, it's a good thing. God, I cannot stress how awesome it is to have y'all here. I mean, it really is. It brings life to this room. Makes this a real thing, you know? Anyway, let's get back to the show. Okay, Amy, come on up here.
Come on, Amy!
You want the microphone? You don't want it? Whatever. All right, cool, liberated. Yeah, take it away.
You are set to fly here to Eugene from Vermont on the 4th of July. I was set to whisk you up College Hill to watch the fireworks. Then I would take you home. We would eat coconut ice cream, giggle and stay up too late, and you would sleep well in my freshly painted sky blue guest room. I know you love blue. Over the next few days, I was going to take you up green hills and through backwoods trails. We would walk and talk as little or as much as you wanted. After all, this was your time of deep healing after undergoing a mastectomy and weeks of painful chemo. That Tuesday night, I had planned to take you to the cafe by the railroad tracks for an open mic. I had a poem in your honor. Then your doctor announced you would stay there and undergo radiation from June 6th through July 8th. So you will not be going here. You will not be going to and from the wild, rough Oregon coast with me, listening to the Grateful Dead, singing along, which was when I was going to give my pitch to you for you to move here to Eugene, bring your adult daughter who already loves it here, bring your 2 grandchildren. After all, Vermont and Oregon are like BFFs. They're like sisters. But you are staying there. You are having radiation 5 days a week for 5 weeks. So you will not be going to the Oregon Country Fair to get lost with me in deep woodsy playtime. After all, we were the Hate Street girls, you from Vermont, me from Oregon, San Francisco roommates. We still remember how to get really lost. I may not have enough memory to memorize this poem, but I will never forget my time as your roommate. It's locked in a safe space. You flipping your beer bottle cap down the hall after your shift at the gas station, yelling, "Chevron socks!" Me in my hippie skirt working at the health food store. You warning me, do not hook up with that man across the hall. He's in a fucking cult. Me not listening to you. So I will go to New England, where I did spend the first 6 years of my life, and all my ancestors are buried there. I will fly into Boston and look out the train window on the way to Burlington and wonder, should I stay longer than 2 weeks? My New England roots will wrap around my ankles as I pull up your driveway and you walk toward me with your bald head. Yes, I will go there, and I may want to linger longer. After all, the air gets kind of smoky here in August in Eugene, and by that time, I think those New England roots are going to wrap up my thighs. I will go there. I'm going to pretend we are both not introverts that need a ton of space. I'm going to pretend we can be roommates again, so I will go there. We are still the Hate Street girls. We are still both alive. Life is sweet when lived fully. I still love Vermont maple sugar, so I will go there, and you and I together, we will tell each other that next summer you will come here.
Straight from the heart. Straight from the heart. Oh yeah, and shout out to Vermont cheddar. That is good cheese. And anyone that doesn't eat cheese for whatever, dietary reasons, I'm sorry. Yeah, or better yet, good for you. You're being a lot healthier than me. Personally, I'd love to cake my arteries a bit. I love cake. No, I don't. I prefer pie. Anyway, that was straight from the heart. I could.
Well, I
could
appreciate
tell.
you guys here because I can't tell her
No,
So I'll
dude.
tell you guys how sad.
What's on the internet?
Oh, no.
Well, it's just like, no, it's just one of those things though that I'm happy that as a community we can be here for you. You know, that's rough stuff. All right, moving on. Andrew, come up here. Come on, Andrew. You don't have to hesitate, man. It's all right. Good to see you.
Oh, you
Take it away. Ha!
Oh, you motherfuckers. So human intellect is in such a condition that in order to comprehend anything, you have to dissect it. So you go to school and you learn all these different subjects. And you go to science class, and you go to math class, and you go to history, and everything is sort of neatly laid out and organized in front of you. You know, you got the holy textbook for whatever the particular religion is that is being taught to you by the teacher, the religion of math, the religion of science, the religion of philosophy, whatever the memes of words and lines of thought are that they've learned from other people that they're going to teach you. But the thing is, from the beginning, you have to divide. And even in science, you have these divisions between like quantum physics and biology and Newtonian physics. And in quantum physics, something can be over here and it can disappear and show up over here like a particle or a quark or something. And they'll say it didn't travel the space. It's completely illogical. And it's hard to understand certain levels of science without entering into paradox. And that's with separating things. You still get those paradoxes. A paradox is like a glitch that says you are trying to understand it and you can't. Because human intelligence is just a tool and it works for human things. But if you try to get into heaven or you try to get into hell or you try to get into God, you're going to get way off base because the words aren't going to fit. They never do. In the Bible, all the words, they're all wrong. Every one of them. Wrong.
Oh, man. God, man, paradoxes, quantum physics, all these things. Man, am I going to have to write a paper about this, Andrew?
No.
Okay, good, because I wasn't going to anyway. But, God, I was thinking about paradoxes. I was thinking, like, Pinocchio's like, my nose will grow now. And then I'm like, no, he didn't say that. That was written on paper. Pinocchio's not real, guys. Take a little less acid. Christ.
Acid.
Yeah, no, Timothy Leary's great and all, but, you know, it's a thing called, it's called addiction. It's a real, that's the real problem.
Man. That's a real.
Ever see What the Bleep Do We Know?
Sucks.
Yeah, I always thought. Yeah, no, but seriously, who here's seen What the Bleep Do We Know? Anyone? You should watch that movie. It's extremely depressing. All right, enough about that. Enough funny stuff. Andy, come on up here. Andrew, dude, this is your third time, I think. Three. Trifecta.
Right. All right. How's everybody doing?
All right. What's up?
Man, so much talent. It's hard to like see people read and be like, man, it's like so kick ass, you know? And then I'm like, what song am I gonna play? So usually have a theme, don't have a theme. Don't even know what song I was gonna play, but I'm glad to be here. Glad that you guys are here. So I've committed to writing a song a week. This is not the song I wrote this week that I'm gonna play because I've only played it a couple times, and I forgot my notebook. But more to come for sure, and really grateful for kind of the inspiration of a bunch of people writing poems and getting their stuff out there in the universe. Like, you guys are all amazing. Appreciate you. So this is an older tune. I don't think I played it. So you're gonna get eventually, you guys are. There's gonna be one song I always gonna be like, and I'm gonna be like, this one's called "All Right Today" because I'm all right today. Looking outside, waiting for the sun, to break on through the clouds. Where is that smile that I noticed? Oh, to light up a room. Oh, and all that I know, I'm alright today. Clouds moving slowly, bringing the fog right down and on back to you. Oh, and what can I do when everything that I wasn't looking for was right before my eyes? All that I know, I'm alright today. But all that may be so, yeah, that's alright with me. That's alright, don't you know? Maybe there'll be sunshine, maybe there'll be rain, but all that I know, I'm alright today. Oh, don't you know? Maybe there'll be sunshine, maybe there'll be rain. But all that I know, I'm alright today. That's right. Smoke is rising up and through, Lord knows that canopy of trees. Oh, and it feels like family when everything that I wasn't looking for was right here. All that I know, I'm alright today. I'm alright, you're alright, we're alright. That may be so, yeah, that's alright with me. That's alright, oh, but maybe there'll be sunshine, maybe there'll be rain. Oh, but all that I know, I'm alright today. If you come across a day when maybe a little bit of clouds in your eyes, and to your surprise, come across somebody brightens right up here, writing all that I know. You'll be alright today. But you know you gotta pick it up, 'cause be sunshine. Maybe there'll be sunshine. Maybe there'll be rain. Oh, oh, oh. All that I know, yeah, I'm alright today. I'm alright. All that I know, I'm alright today. I'm alright today. All that I know, I'm alright today.
Nice little interlude. I do not think this is a good idea. Seriously though, lovely interlude. Where the fuck's my CD? I really seriously though, I think it'd be really great if you had CDs. You know, there is so much talent here.
Yeah.
You know, every single poet. You know, I'm not kissing ass, I mean it. Anyway, Connie, come on up here. Do you choose to sit in the green chair or the stool?
I'm gonna stand.
Oh yeah, good.
I'm just gonna
Take a stand. Take it away.
Rest my stuff out all over.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a proper seat. Okay, cool. All right, first poem. When my father moved his belongings into the upstairs guest room, I was in another city taking a break from the prison my hometown had over the years become. When I returned home to that place I'd long since outgrown, I found that second-story sanctuary invaded by silence and thoughts of infidelity. Let me tell you a little bit about my father. My father is the kind of man who has never had a real conversation about his emotional experience with his wife of almost 30 years. And my father is the kind of man who coaches sports teams into winning medals in the state championship and dives elbow deep into the machinery of 40-foot booms to make them run again.
Oh.
And-
No.
Sorry. And vanishes for weeks into the rain-drizzled forest every autumn to admire an 8-point buck through the scope of his rifle. My father is the kind of man who weeps and weeps at a beautiful touchdown by his favorite team, but doesn't so much as grow misty-eyed to find his only child is so lost in her depression that she uses razors to carve into her arms a roadmap of the hell in her mind just so others can see on the outside what she feels on the inside.
Ooh.
My father was the kind of child who was struck with such ferocity and such frequency that he learned that the only way to survive was to not feel at all. Now my father has grown into the kind of man who, like the child he was, hides in the guest room, while my mother tries to divine in tea leaves what she did to deserve this. And I calculate the chances that he'll strike me down with his oil-stained fist if I knock on the door and say, "It's time you learned to speak." All right. So this is the first poem in. Well, it's not technically the first poem in this series that I'm doing. It's like the first proper part of this series that's about depression. So this poem is like about a day that I had that was a interesting collision of like societal expectations on women and also my shitty mental health. And so it's just sort of like, this poem is kind of about that place where those things commingle. Part 1. storefront window of a local secondhand shop, there is a beautiful green dress. I have been coveting it for over a month. I feel self-conscious of my covetousness, of my materialism, but I rarely feel pretty or feminine. No partner's kind words will so quickly undo what all of the other's actions have done. I like to imagine myself in that dress feeling like a woman and beautiful, not androgynous and other. I know I did this to myself. I groomed me into something feeling strong, something feeling fierce, something that intimidates and fights back. This is how I claimed me again, pierced and inked to mark my trail, but sometimes I want nothing more than to be accepted and seen as someone unother. I have learned that in a dress as beautiful as that, I have a chance to be a beautiful woman, but that to be a beautiful woman, I must sacrifice carefully cultivated strengths. Even if I could, I would not buff away my tattoos. I am unwilling to lose the piercings. I will not fit into that dress, but I want to try a snakeskin to don and make believe that I am a beautiful woman embraced. I will buy the dress with a small sum I made selling a story this summer, and I will put it on and surprise my boyfriend at his next gig. I will savor the rotation of hunger and captivation in his eyes. I will feel special and good. Part 2. I receive an email. Time has come once again to pay an installment on the dreaded student loans. My stomach falls. Since losing my job in December, I've been trying to find another and resisting the voice that tells me to return to loathed fast food jobs where I will hate me, hate my coworkers, hate my bosses, hate my customers, just like I did before. I followed the plan. University, honors degree, 4.07 GPA, study abroad. No one cares about experience, education, or skills, only wants proficiency in boot licking and ass kissing. I am learning, and I'm too proud to accept going back to where I was before. I still hate myself. Spoiled, entitled, brat. I just don't want to go back. I never wanted to come back. My savings pad me. I've been very careful for the moment I can afford to be picky. I am lucky in my home, the friend and family that took me in like an orphan off the street. For the moment I can be picky. It only means no fruitless indulgences. I only want to feel comfortable in my skin. Part 3. Sometimes I want to peel my skin off and leave it behind. Typically those days, the sadness throbs in my fingers, aching, so that I try to pull them off and toss them in the fire. Without my skin, I could crawl away, unravel intestines and viscera, and put them on display. Look at what's inside of me, I'd say. Look at what's been hiding there the whole time. I cannot peel off my skin, nor crawl away, nor hide in a cave. I will try to be human, though I do not feel very human today. I will bide the time wondering how such small things can break right through like bolts from a crossbow. I guess bolts from a crossbow can be small too. In the end, I will be proud of myself, almost, for giving it such a valiant try. I am a sparrow flying against the wind until I am unwittingly the butt of the joke. In front of the whole room, every drunken one of them. I am the joke, no delicate flower, I am unladylike. I am not a keeper. I should not be wanted nor longed for. And in this state, I have a hard time disagreeing. My boyfriend goes along with the joke to avoid ruining the bit, and I no longer regret not buying the dress. I don't want to put it on for him. I no longer even want to put it on for me. It was a silly fantasy, a little girl playing dress up, making believe to be something that was never me. To animal, to beautiful woman be, to incline toward fighting, I've taught myself how to be unsilenced in the face of the overbearing, the silencing, but here I cannot speak. Frozen like the grass in winter under the heel of some unnoticing boot, I am the butt of the joke, and I am alone. I can do this one in 1 minute. Do it. Okay. I am drawn to love the broken. And if there's anything the broken know how to do, it's love. Often enough, this investment of love is returned, and at the end of the day, I feel loved and I feel loving. In the course of embracing, I am embraced. I am drawn to love the broken. And if there's anything the broken know how to do, it's break the one they find in their embrace.
Don't do this in the chair either. No, please don't. We don't have any liability, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. Man, please don't hate yourself. You're an amazing person.
I do my best.
You know, I mean, honestly, we're all our own worst enemy. Especially if you're like Ash from like the Evil Dead movies. You're like looking in the mirror and you're like going crazy and the moose is laughing at you and all this shit, and then out of nowhere just and then you look and it's just you choking yourself, you know? Metaphor! Seriously though, love yourselves. Do something creative every day, take care of yourself, eat healthy. You know, you guys deserve it. You gals deserve it. All you folks deserve it. There we go. Man, can't please them all, can I don't know how to. Ryan, come up here. How many times have you read here now?
This is number 2.
Number 2.
No,
Awesome.
Yeah, not shit, but yeah.
Obviously.
So,
Page 2,
I
number
call-
2. Take it away.
I call this set a rainbow of emotions, if you will, which is kind of like my life. But so the first one is called binge. It starts with taking bites of an apple calculatedly, trying to show others that you're healthy and comfortable eating in front of them, but you're not. It's like all food is a secret, something hidden in your back pocket to put in your mouth when people aren't looking. It's a fixation. You eat an extra piece of cake behind closed doors, reveling in its flavor, but not for long. Because you've got to finish it before your friend comes back and finds out who you really are. You tell people you're not hungry. They think maybe you're not eating because you're big, maybe you want to lose weight, but you're actually busy digesting the half-pound of pasta you ate before they came home. You think some people eat a lot, but that's okay because they're small. And people do not nod their head like they expected it when they see them with a basket of French fries. Dishes pile up in your room. Sometimes the crust of sandwiches, and sometimes the hardened bits of granola that cling to bowls. They're nothing compared to the way you think your brother would look at you if you went in for an extra meal 3 hours after dinner. You think maybe if you practice this in any other aspect of your life, that you might suddenly cease to exist and forget the weight of shame that settles heavily on your tongue. Second one is called That Bitch. And it's not what you think. Tonight, I want to celebrate being that bitch. That bitch who won't stay silent. That bitch who pushes back. Yes, I am that bitch that will not mince my words so they fit nicely on your dinner plate. I'm that bitch who's not afraid to love themselves after they've been told countless times that self-love is forbidden. Like I should be punished for allowing myself to be raw and tender. I'm that bitch who you can count on to call you out, who won't let you be easy about spewing bullshit. And when you ask, why is there a fire? I will be there to be that bitch who reminds you of the lighter fluid which gleams in evidence on your hands. I'm pulling out fucking receipts of the moments where you crush the ground beneath you, but are expecting flowers. I'm that bitch unapologetically, and I'm not going away.
Yeah.
This is my last one. It's called You Used to Be Soft. You used to be soft, like white sand, like peaches. Indentations in your skin barely marked, unbruised by rain, wind, or words, sharpened by arrowheads. You used to text back right away, until a girl at school told you it looked desperate. You used to not know how to behave. You didn't care about the approval of men. You used to be fearless. You did not know their eyes would roam. You shouldn't have to. You have learned to be hard because the world expects it of you. You know how to behave now. Don't let words pierce you, and don't speak up when they do. You used to let your words caramelize, sugar simmering on the stovetop. Now you say whatever comes to mind. You've learned the language of compulsion, of putting cart before horse. And when you're asked to slow it down, you do not know how. You've forgotten the path back to your mother's garden. You've forgotten the taste of locally grown vegetables. Everything is in season all year round at the grocery store. To be soft once again is a relearning of your body, of the world around you. It is a healing from the scars which you have been conditioned to think belong there. It's learning your way back home. Let your soul become decolonized by that which makes you hard as stone. One day, once again, be reborn into the softness of your body.
Oh man, positive message. God, this culture is so fucked. It is. It really is.
Patriarchs.
It's not just patriarchy. It's more like patroniziarchy. Ostrich darky. I don't know. That's not the right word, is it? But seriously, though, I look at social media, which is an addictive drug, cheap and free. You can sign up today. But seriously, though, I look at these things that are going on. I saw a video today of a couple in D.C. that were dancing in public, and these cops showed up and pulled them apart and arrested them.
And other people with them.
Oh, and any of the people with them or around them. Okay, look, there's some fucked up shit going on, and this is paradise right here. All right? I think it's really great what we have here, and I don't care. I'll fight till the bitter end if they try and take it away. Period. Grab the chair. Who's with me? Sorry, this got all political and shit. Fuck politics. Suck 'em. Yes, vote. Yeah, man, I'm voting. Don't vote for Mickey Mouse. Vote for Bugs Bunny. Jesus. Warner Brothers, all the way. All right, Anna, come on up here. Woo! Yeah. How you doing? Oh, I got a nice pile going on here.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So, I am not on drugs. I'm using essential oils. Yeah. This one's called Ilang Ilang. Do my thing. Helps me out. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That was weird. And I'm gonna start with an actual poem that I actually wrote. Woo! Yeah. And it's called Riddled with Blackberry. And then I discovered a thorny web rooted deep because I was deceived by your living canopy that grew over me. Friends, family, home. You mimic who I know is true. Your only place in my space, we both knew, was invasive. But you pricked me one too many times as I head towards opportunity and outdoors of comfort, and then I lob at your many hidden trunks as my little sweet and sour panther friend, first scared, then purrs with relief at your defeat. We can breathe again, and then here we grow again. I'm gonna read out of my pocket, pal. It has all my secrets. Ooh, yeah. Secrets. Notes, numbers. What does this one say? February 19th, choosing to eat/buy raw coconut butter. Good job. Alright. I don't know if I committed to that. How's this life? Breeding grounds on library lawn. My heart connects to yours. Oh, but I am not on your cell phone. So awaken into my arms, my heart. Less competition, but thanks for saying hi. Food security, GMO contamination, non-profits over large corporation. But workers need money, farmers market, leaders first followers, eco-pollinator people. Land, fuel cheap and plenty. Grocery equals infinity. Money versus resources and future. Good food grew. Yay, bumper sticker ideas. What if all your problems could go away in 1 hour? Yay! What would you do? What will you do? What can you do? Who will you be? Alright, here's one that I'm gonna mask the name. Don't wanna say it, but it's real. I'm kind of stressed, you know, but this one's called Who Is My Warmth? I guess I feel separate from mystery. In goals, I love much. I have much to learn from perspective on life. Spiritually connected, mind, love, heart, and body. How I wonder in my head, my clothes finally keep me warm. But do I need them to keep me warm? I feel a lack of connection between us. When I fall, I slip through arms. And then by saying so, it seems to be wrong by thoughts, like a cult. I don't know what to do, but I feel okay. Some love is all love, but I don't trust my own love. I want boys to be something I can't read my own writing. Boys to be socially something to girls. Ideas, making jobs, pay attention, be attentive to me. Yay! Woo! Wow, this is an improv kind of thing. But global thinking, take their pain and exhaust anger in me. Habit, love, life is dead, senses, beneath our love, truth, making money blank. What? No, monkey. Monkey is blank. Mind, element, dissolve, craving, never happen, sword, honey. Karma, love, cause and effect. This is when we saw a monk who doesn't call himself a monk from Nepal speaking, and he reminded me of karma, which is cause and effect, law of cause and effect. I just thought that was funny that there's like laws. Yeah,
Order from disorder.
I'm not a monk. It's been a bad, bad day. It's been a bad, bad day. How I can't get away. It's been a bad day. Don't know why I can't get you to stay since the day I was born. I wanted you gone, but none that we're ready here, baby. I really need you all night long. Please let me know if you wanna go. I can't hold you too long in my throat. Please tell me if you need to go, because it's true that an ocean ebbs and flows. Don't look back. Your hair gets in your eyes. Beautiful. Fly high. Clear skies. With another guy.
Dang it.
I was doodling in my philosophy of ecology class. And it's that's like how you learn about it. One says universalist thinking, but yes, universalist being with ecology. What counts as a knowing subject? Break boundaries, isolation, connections, community. It's like in class, there's all these deep things going on, but I have a question for most of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, it's complex sometimes, but I want it to be simple. And class, school structure, we all know, we've all struggled, we've all been bullied, we've all can't let go of the idea that we're being taught what's best for us, and then we fought, and then it just flows on, because then we grow, and then we shrink right as we're getting older, but then we put our heart into something else that's growing, and tear apart the blackberry bushes, and I've been babysitting, which is kind of cool, off of someone that I met here actually. I don't know who. And mystery. And the little one was singing me a song because I brought my guitar, and that was kind of funny to have my guitar with the little ones because they're just like grabbing it and like. But she told me to write this down because she couldn't write. It says, what does that say though? Oh, snuck to my friend's house one day, and I wrote this very special song that I never said to anyone. No worries, I will really come back. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. You know what? Next week on page 2 poetry. I don't know. I really like it. That people aren't taking that personally. I don't have a vendetta. Well, if I did.
Very fair about it.
Oh, I try to be. Even though, unlike life, I actually am fair. Because life's not fair. There is no fair. Sorry. No, I'm the overlord. I'm not a cocktator. That's a way better word than dictator. Yeah, cocktator. There are a lot of cocktators around the world. Like Kim Jong-un. Yeah, I know, right? He's very gross. That whole country, we think we're fucked. They're fucked up. That whole country's fucked up. Poor people. My heart goes out. My heart came out! Ah. Don't tell me. But now it's all dirty. All right. We got a new reader. Unfortunately, I forgot what they look like, so I apologize for not giving you a previous notification. Nicole, come on up here. Yeah, sorry. Awesome. Good. Because holding a grudge is like holding a thing made out of syringes and rusty nails. All right, take it away.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm Nicole. I'm I've never read here, and I've never read my poetry in front of a crowd.
Congratulations!
All right. To the dead trees. The infinite amount of casualties we so carelessly trade for temporary happiness, I'm sorry. Because your presence and absence dictates our existence, and alive is not living if you've got an empty wallet. I'm sorry that they can't see it. That if we go back to our roots, yours still existed. A time when your branches weren't currency, a time when your trunk could shelter me without having to be axed down to paper-thin material that makes our lives so damn miserable. I'm sorry that your grave lies in our bank accounts nowadays, and that you have killed us all a million ways with just a single swipe. I'm sorry that you're more valuable now in death as you strip us of our worth in debt, and I'm sorry that it now amounts to this. A race that cheers for more while your body splits. Cool. This one I wrote 3 years ago. It's about my mom. So yeah. And this is how you grew old. With dust resting on your shoulders where my skull should have been. With leeches crawling and gnawing and living in your skin, with feathered blades that wounded skies at every flight, you grew old lacerating clouds while I grew up flying kites against them. And you grew old cutting every spool of thread I tied, and I hated you then. But you taught me how to let go, and it's in how effortless it has become that I give you all of my gratitude. And this is how you grew old. With an arrow lodged inside your throat and your fingers wrapped around the bow, so you slept with blood descending down your peeling neck, and I turned my head away. Yet I woke up every damned morning with breakfast cooked and warm and ready on the dining room table, but you were never hungry. So I threw every plate against the wall, but you'd come home with porcelain glue and a new pattern of wallpaper. Love was incomprehensible, and love was mute, but love was there. This is how you grew old. Moonlight and November fog, a sun-kissed rose and canyon seams, and a clean pool of water and the soft spill of desert sand. This is how I grew up. Retracing lines, hoping that someday my palms would match your hands again. All right. Okay. Once my mother apologized for bringing me into this world with its iron fingernails and ironic fists, bombs erupting, explosive in the comfort of our own home. And here's what I realized. There was no need. This world is beautiful. The wind cupping my mouth and snatching air from my lungs. I have seen the stars. I know what it is to kiss the breeze of a desolate spring night and feel okay, and fall in love. Unless you have watched the sunrise, do not tell me this life is suffering. Misery comes from four walls, not the open sky pressed against your hand. The trees are my home base now, blessing my bones even after it has broken them, and I want to swallow every drop of water. Not to leave the earth barren or dry, but to experience the rhythm of the waves inside of me.
Good stuff. Man, congratulations too. I hope you come back and read again. Oh man, so yeah, tonight's been a little all over the place for me and my deal. So I forgot to mention the apocalypse is coming. And as the first poet of the apocalypse, that also means the show's gonna end soon. We have 3 poets left. 3. All right. I don't want to get all spaced out on. Megan. Come on out here. Come on. Don't be shy. What are you eating? Oh, I don't think you're eating my soul. Trust me. That's an avocado.
It's his soul.
Oh, no one's gonna eat my soul. I'm the one that eats souls around here. Ah! Take it away!
Hi. Hi. Hello.
scrub is a guy that cannot get no love from me. Hanging at the side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. He can't get no love. I'll sing a song that, like, it's not mine, but I really love it. I hope I can remember it all. The truth is that I never shook my shadow. Every day it's trying to trick me into doing battle. Calling out faker, only get me rattled. Wanna pull me back behind the fence like a paddle. Pulling your lenses, digging your trenches. Put me on the front line, leave me with a dumb mind with no defenses. Fight your defenses. If you can't stand to feel the pain, then you are senseless. Since this, I've grown up, so I'm a different kind of fire. And when the darkness comes, let it inside you. Your darkness is shining. My darkness is shining. Have faith in ourselves. True. You see a million number doors on the horizon. Which is the future you're choosing before you go dying? I'll tell you a little secret I've been undermining. Every little lie in this world comes from dividing. Say you're my love. Say you're my homie. Throw my chin back, slit my throat, take a bath in my blood, get to know me. All of my secrets, all my enemies are turning into my teachers. Because life's blind, no fate dividing. What's yours or mine when everything's shining? My darkness is shining. Your darkness is shining. Have faith in ourselves. True. Who's that by Alexander Everett? The same guy that writes that cheesy, like, super cute love song. So I got invited by this guy that I have hung out with a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hung out. And he was like, "You want to go to the hot springs at night and together?" And I was like, it feels like I don't really know you, and it's like a little too intimate for me at this point. You could be a murderer. So how about like my sisters come along? So a couple of my sweet sisters came along, and his housemate came along, and we went out there, and it was nice. We picked up like 50 glow sticks from the people that were there. It was fucked up. It was so fucked up. I'm so mad. Pack it in, pack it out. Hear me? Yeah. And on our way back home, we started like having this conversation. It came up because there's this workshop on Friday called The Honest Seduction, and I just was introduced to this book called The Ethical Slut. And let me tell you, these brothers could like not handle the thought of like an ethical slut. The energy of Kali was right in the backseat of that car with my sisters and I, and they were tripping. And the conversation of like, consent came up. They didn't get consent. They didn't understand it. It was like not clicking. And it made me realize, like, wow, I don't know, there's three young women in the back of this car with these like super buff guys, just us out in the middle of nowhere. And it got to be like, whoa, I'm feeling really triggered in here. This car feels a little warm. These guys feel a little stronger than us. And so the topic came up because they were like, we're suppressed too. Yes, men are suppressed too. I fucking feel that so deeply. And also, totally fucked up to invalidate the fact that I can't walk to the bus stop without wearing a bra, because I'm gonna for sure get all of that. For sure get something said to me about my chest size.
So that happened, and we actually ended up like getting pretty rough in the car, like verbally, just like very much so setting the boundary of like, you don't get this, so you need to get this, and here it is, and it sucks that you can't hear us. So like, I made it also really appreciate all my brothers that get it. Thank you guys. And like, I have the sunflower today. That's really nice. I slept for like 16 hours before I came.
Oh man.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if you know that feeling. Have you guys all seen the movie Waking Life?
Yeah.
I feel that way. It's like, is this real? Is this avocado actually my soul?
Probably not. Sorry to break it to you, but your soul's probably a lot prettier. All right, keep going.
Okay. But yeah, so this is what the whole scrub thing was about, because it was actually his best friend's car that he was driving in. Come on, buddy. Tender-hearted, your feet touched the ground, and they walked, and you stepped on some flowers. I noticed, because they were my flowers, because the ground was my body that you were walking on. But I said you could walk on it. But I did also say be careful of the flowers. And you walked on them. And you squished them. And the honeybees of my soul, when they came out of their hive the next morning, the sun shining down upon them saying, wake up, it's time to work. They came out and they were looking for those flowers, and they noticed they couldn't get inside of them because they were smushed on the ground. And your big old feet did that. And I asked you to be careful of the flowers. So next time you want to take a walk with me, probably gonna say no. Probably gonna say I think you have a little bit of work to do before you're ready for me. My friend is a cashier, and I'm also a cashier. And she said this really funny thing. So I'm just gonna kind of like redo what she said, the way she said it. It's like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing well, thanks. You totaled $8.92. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, you know, I'm doing okay. How about you? That's
Nope.
beautiful. I'm about 1 hour you from an existential crisis. Yeah, whoa. Consent.
Who gives a shit about it's an object, not a person?
It's my
Flowers can't consent. God, you're like tearing them out of the ground. They're probably. I heard this whole thing. I actually started a shitstorm on purpose on my Facebook. Fuck Facebook. On my social media distraction page, and it was like I did it because I want to instigate a discussion. That and it should, and it went into this thing about plants having thoughts. And how you can't really win when it comes to eating things. Man, shitstorm, people were mad. They got their fucking pitchforks out, and I'm just like, and they want me to do farm work. It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, let's move on. We got our final brand new reader for the night. I believe it's Francesca. Have you read Poetry Live before?
Nope.
Ah, no. Well, congratulations.
Hi. As you know, I've never read Poetry Live, so we're just going to do this, and I'd like to issue a trigger warning, just in case. This first piece is about my experiences growing up a woman. Okay. I am the only girl in this classroom ranting about feminism. The seats are full of ashtray men calling me slut, lesbo, and cunt. I sit down out of patience and breath, and the boy with the meninist shirt asks me, who hurt me? So I tell him. I tell him I was 8 years old when my dad's coworker slid his hand up the back of my skirt, but I didn't say anything because he didn't say anything. I tell him I was 10 years old when I first had the dream of a man's breath on my neck, choking me so hard I woke up drowning in tears. I tell him I was 15 when the first boy I loved held my hands behind my back and forced himself down my throat, and I did not cry. I did not run or call my mom. I thought, this is how it's supposed to be, and I stayed. I tell him I was 16 when the football star made a necklace out of his hands for me and ripped my panties and hope into small pieces. I tell him I was 16 when the lights went out, when not even my father could hug me, when I stopped wearing skirts so that if and when it happened again, I would not take the blame. I tell him I was 17 when I started having sex with anyone because that's the only way a man would look at my mouth for more than 5 minutes, the only way a man would wipe a tear away from my face, the only way a warm body would lay next to mine. I tell him I am not his sister, mother, baby, or female relative, and I should not have to protect myself from every man on the street. I am a human being. I am flesh and bones and memories. And my body is not a crime scene. And it is not about who hurt me. It is about who taught you how to behave this way. So I will scream and rant and fight until boys like you stop burying your ignorance in the wombs of your mothers. Just some of them. This next piece is called April 25th, 2015. This is the anniversary of the day I died. There were no flowers at my funeral, no weeping mothers crying over the loss of innocence. I was not put into a silk-lined coffin and lowered into the sweet, accepting earth. No kind words were uttered about the loving girl I used to be, and there was no reception to celebrate the spirit they lost. This is the anniversary of the day I died. My coffin was a twin-sized mattress and the skirt I wore to the party. This is the anniversary of the day I died, and my obituary read, were you asking for it? And if time allows, I would love to read one more.
Come on.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Okay, good. This is one of the first poems I ever wrote. I don't think men will ever understand women. They've never had their cervix held between two fingers and seen God. Each encounter ignites an avalanche of lust and fear, trusting another person with 8,000 nerve endings to show you the universe when you have seen so much less. The sharp goosebumps around your nipples when exposed to the light. You are used to the darker sides of things. Men lust after your body, will pay to see it, and yet destroy it when they are not granted access.
Women's bodies are not 7-Elevens. Women are allowed to say no, and it is the universe's job to walk away. Every woman is carved individually with as much care as Michelangelo put into David. And the world did not try to destroy David for his nudity, so why is the world erasing Eve, the bearer of human life, for her soft thighs?
Man, what the fuck is wrong with people? No, seriously, this is a real thing that happens every day. It's probably happening right now somewhere. You know, I don't know. There are so many things I'm pissed off about when it comes to what's going on in the world today. It's just fucked. Unfortunately, there's a little paradise like this here, you know? And I don't think empathy's dead. Though sometimes when I post little shitstorms like that, where it's us or them, I think empathy could be dead, could be dying. Oh no, I don't want to see the other side. It's me. I'm right, you know. Doesn't matter, you know. I admire you folks. You speak your mind, you tell your stories, and you're not afraid to talk about heavy duty stuff. Because this is a safe place. That, you know. Though, while I was listening to that, I was just thinking, you know, I just want to find them and just kill them. No, leave them alive. Leave them alive. Don't give them the benefit of death. There are worse things than death. Anyway, enough creepy shit. We're at our final poet for the night. Will, come on up here.
Today was just an amazing day here. Just everything I did tonight was just so incredible. Yeah, it's really good stuff. And now me. Yeah, here we go. This is called Infinite Pathways. I am not what I think I am, for I am a fucking prodigy. My mouth has tasted too many apologies, and my ears too little. But that's a side effect of growing up in a shithole, and is only something I can whittle away at every second I get alone. This battle is my own. My only real disappointment is that I feel I should have won already, or at least winning more, but I fucked up when I imagined a scoreboard, because if there's anyone that's keeping score, it's me. The biggest self-created fallacy, this battling imaginary, fighting it, or yeah, this battle is imaginary, fighting it imaginary, an outcome imaginary. There is no light and dark. There is only the spark inside, only the spark inside that inspires you to be and do and choose the path out of infinite choices and manage to find just one of the infinite voices that surround your soul. I would really like to believe that I have control. But there are a lot of things in life that I'm just watching unfold, and I don't know if it really is, but to me, that is bold thinking. That is something that challenges my current vision of reality, a line of thinking requiring some finality, and soon. I'd rather not have it see the next full moon, but setting goals is good. Realistic ones are better. Like writing a letter to everything you hate about yourself and throwing it in the ocean. I've been writing this one for over a year, and it will remain open. For as long as my gnarled hands can scribble words, will I attempt to arrange them poetically or artistically, or maybe even theoretically, who knows? My pathways are infinite. To be called crazy is a compliment, because even the things I find evident are equally as likely to be as imaginary, if not more, than yours. There can be some course found in discourse. Everyone has the paths they follow. Those paths are for them and not for you for a reason. You can ask what that reason is until you're blue in the face, but you won't hear a whisper. If you did, it would be laughter, and you'd feel only sorrow after because you finally did get an answer. This world is fucking cold, and we have to make our own fire. We have to conjure a reality in all of this. We have infinite pathways, infinite choices on how to react to everything. If you pick the negative ones, that is your choice. That is a voice that you call back to the infinitum.
Oh man, that's definitely something to do, you know? Or what you do is you take your negative thoughts you have and you get some stones. You don't do this in like a neighborhood or anything. You don't go breaking windows. And you get onto a cliff and you just start throwing them off one by one. I did that once. Unfortunately, things later didn't go so well. Well, I don't know, man. That's the price you pay for being a maniac. I wish I was joking. This has been one hell of a night. Yeah. Hasn't it? God, and I'm surprised so many of you are still here. That's so fucking awesome. I love that. You know, I didn't see big walkouts going on. You guys, you know, I use that in like the obvious, applying to all, you know, gender, right? Like the, you know, guys. Or like the, hey guys, what's up? No, you folks bring life to this place. You bring it. You make it live. You bring your work. You bring your support. You bring your love. And you know what? I'm grateful for it. And thank you.
Fuck yeah!
That's okay. This has been Page 2 Poetry at Cush. Thank you everyone who is watching online, and thank you everyone who came out tonight. See you next Tuesday.
Stand here. Are you up to? What's that?
Did you listen?
No.
I'm amused, guys.
Yeah, it's all good, man.